senior. He's going to be our tackle, defensive end. Next side I have Cade Harper. He is also a senior, plays tight end and also my defensive end. These two guys right here, they've been with me since day one, since I got there that spring, and we didn't have many. We started out with about 10 or 11 kids that spring. These two have been with me the whole time and never wavered. And you know, this year they worked really hard. We had a leadership council, and it got 4 on that council. And I really liked to have brought all of them. But these two here is the lucky two that gets to talk today. Both are leaders, on and off the field, outstanding young men, and wouldn't trade them for anything. You know, we're really looking forward to getting going this season and you know, hopefully we'll get to play and just excited to be here.
Questions?
Coach, knowing this season could end at any point in time, the players knowing that as well, have you seen a different level of hunger from these guys that you may not have seen in years past?
Not really. You know, what way I teach them and what I tell them is we take it day by day and we prepare like normal season. You know, we're preparing to play football, and if we get shut down, we get shut down. But, you know, each day we plan on getting better and doing our thing and trying to stay focused on what we got to accomplish.
Well, Coach, we spoke a little bit last year when you first went in, a lot of unknowns, a lot of things, you know, you kind of started from scratch basically. And you were trying to work with the basketball coach to get a weight program going for all athletes. Has that worked well for you? Have you seen a difference?
Well, you know, the weight room is vital in any sport, especially in football, and we were very weak. And yeah, we got into that first year, we worked together and had a really good summer then. And since then, we've had we hadn't gotten together on our times. It's been complicated to try to fit everything in schedule. So we kind of done, we worked together on getting our kids, the crossover kids, working out. And, both teams have been working out on basically the same plan. And, you know, we've seen great improvements with that, you know, as far as our strength. Had a really, really good winter going. We got through the first cycle and started the second cycle. And that's when the COVID hit, and, you know, and that kind of shut us down and really hurt our momentum. You know, the first cycle is always good because kids see the results at the end, you know, and was really excited to get going for that second cycle. And after that hit, that kind of took away from us, and all, you know, everybody had to deal with it. But it was good to get back in there this summer and get another cycle in. So.
Are you getting some spillover from the kids that play basketball to play football now? I know last year you said, you know, you had about, in spring game, I think about, you know, 13 or 14 players.
Right.
Do you have your numbers up now?
Not where they need to be, no. We got several of those kids that only played basketball out last year, and we didn't keep many, to be honest with you. I think we had 4 or 5 that you know, I was proud of for going through the season and trying it and giving it a chance. And it just really wasn't for them. So we lost, you know, probably 4 kids from that. And so we have a few that still play basketball for us. You know, it's not, you know, like I said, our numbers right now we're probably going to end up somewhere around 22, 23 kids. Not where we need to be, or where we want to be, like a coach. You know, you only play 11. And, you know, Valley Head back in the day, that's, y'all won the state and had, what, 18 players or so? Something like that. So besides that, we play 11 kids, and my 20 kids that I've got, they show up every day. I think I had this summer, last summer, we went through the summer with about 7 or 8 kids. That's what and it was kind of spotty. That was actually playing football. This year we had 3 or 4 kids, and we had 16 or 17 perfect attendance that showed up every day. So you know, in that aspect, we see growth, and that's what we're doing. Not as fast as what we want to be, and I think everybody wants it now, but you know, it's a process.
Coach, last year was kind of a learning year for first year for you, kids learning you. Where has it been easier this summer and moving in the second season when you've got everything in place now and you're just building from?
Yeah, last year, when you get in there and there's so much to try to personalize and try to get things on, so you spend a lot of time doing that. But now that's kind of taking care of itself and really focus on the football side and new weights and getting kids and stuff. So that's made it simple. I'm still learning on as far as the head coach job. It's learn from my mistakes that I made last year, trying to correct some of that stuff. But it has gotten much easier once they get into that rhythm.
Coach, you make the move from Region 8 to Region 7, and you get some familiar foes in Hyder, North Mountain, and Pisgah, but you also get to move in Faulkville, Tanner, and Whitesburg Christian. Talk about that challenge that it presents to the section lines to play in Region 7 with it almost feels like a totally different look in a Region 7.
Yeah, it is. We got several moved in there, and really the opponent for us that week is we really focus on ourselves, doing what we need to do, preparing and being fundamentally sound. If we go into whoever we play that week, if we do what we're supposed to do, we feel like we got a good chance. And a region, we got a couple of teams there that don't know a whole lot about. So we're going to try to get some film on them and study up on them and learn from that. We got, like I said, a lot of the common guys that we play every year. It's very good football teams, but I think we can compete. And that's our goal, is to go out each week and compete and do the best we can do and be prepared for section.
And for the players, obviously you guys are looked upon as two of the more important or captains or leaders on the team. In your mind, to be a leader on your football team, what kind of do you have to do? What do you do to handle how you address your teammates and kind of help them to carry the load and make sure that it's not about one person or two people, it's about the team? How do you guys handle your leadership there with your teammates?
Well, we just we go out and we try to set an example for them. We try to make sure that we're working hard and let them see it. We try to motivate them to work hard. We usually clean up stuff after practice to help the younger guys out there see that that's what they need to be doing, and just set an example for them and try to just be leaders.
Well, Coach, early part of the season, this is kind of cliche, like for a team that's learning how to win. You need to have some success early, do you feel like? Because this team needs confidence, which leads to that leadership. So are you pointing to that early in you?
Absolutely. We need to start off good and have success and really build your program. Winning takes care of a lot of issues. I feel like last year, we won 2 of the last 3 ball games and beat a very, very good Woodford team that went to the playoffs there. So that win was big going in the off season. And we got 2 really good opponents coming in to start off, non-region guys, and I feel like we can compete with both of them. I feel like this year we're 3 times stronger and just overall better. So it's really going to help us if we can pull off of those wins, and especially a Collinsville team that last year had the success they had, and it's always a good program. That would be key for us. It's going to be a tough challenge.
For the players, during the quarantine before y'all got to be able to work out as a team, what'd you do to stay in shape? Coach give you some ideas on what he wanted you to be doing, and how'd that work?
Well, we really didn't know. He just sent us that text, told us what all we had to start doing, and we did it at home by ourselves.
Is that hard to stay motivated, not knowing exactly, don't know if there's going to be a season, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I know me and him got together a little bit and worked out by ourselves, but we weren't really sure about the whole season.
Any more questions?
What does section football have to do to kind of turn the corner this year versus last year?
I think we started that, and like I tell the kids, when season ended, that's when it starts. To win football games and to be successful, you don't go out there on Friday night and win ball games. You win it on the off season, preparing for that. So that's what we really harped on, is getting stronger, getting better, being, doing what it takes in the little things, the details to be successful. So that's what we're focusing on to try to turn this thing around is preparing and getting stronger. And year two, again, these guys got to understand what's expected, and their philosophy and terminology, and we're so far ahead of where we were last year, just with offense and defense and that type of stuff, because they've been in it a year. So I feel like that's, going to get better each